Well, tomorrow marks 1 month in the search on Lake Oconee for an Atlanta man who is believed to have fallen in the water along with his fiancee.
Gary Jones and Joycelyn Wilson set out on his small John boat back on February 8th, celebrating Jones's 50th birthday.
Their boat found empty, idling in a circle hours later. Wilson's body was found the next day floating in the water, but Jones's body has yet to be found. 11
Alive's Cody Alcorn has been following the search since the very beginning. He's live in our newsroom tonight. So, Cody, we know there will be a new group out on the water Saturday with a pretty impressive history of finding bodies in lakes.
Yeah, that's right, Jonathan. And we can tell you this past Sunday, Sheriff Howard Sills announced the official search was suspended, but made it clear the Department of Natural Resources and his deputies would only do daily sweeps of the area, checking to see if Jones's body surfaced. But the sheriff told me he would not keep any volunteers or paid crews from helping in their efforts to find Gary Jones. Tomorrow, a crew from Wisconsin will be on the water. The most extensive search ever conducted on a lake in Putnam County is adding additional resources this weekend. Keith Cormicon with Bruce's Legacy.
And he's very successful, very well known around the country, and has literally traveled the world finding bodies.
Sheriff Howard Sills says his boats will be out on the water with Cormicon.
He said the only thing he needed us to do was to accompany him and keep other boaters and things like that away from him while he does this.
The sheriff says Gary Jones's family is paying for this search. Saturday marks 1 month since Jones and his fiancee, Joycelyn Wilson, were seen on camera getting into his 12-foot John boat. A few hours later, about 7 miles out, the boat was spotted empty, circling in Richland Creek. Life jackets, a cookie cake, cooler, paddles, and Jones's wallet were found in the boat. The next day, Wilson's body was found floating near the center of the lake, her phone still clutched in her hand. Then Jones's shoes were found on the opposite side of the lake, floating near the shoreline. The following 3 weeks, crews spent every day on the water using sonar and cadaver dogs, even helicopters and drones. Sheriff Sills says the area they believe Jones may be in is up to 80 feet deep, with about 50-foot trees underwater. Now, Sheriff Sills has said from day one, finding Jones will help them possibly figure out what happened on that boat. The only thing missing, Jones's body and his cell phone. As for Bruce's Legacy, Keith created this after his brother, who was a first responder, died during a dive for a drowning victim. He's devoted the last 20-plus years to making sure teams across the country have the proper training so that never happens to another first responder. And it's evolved from there, now helping give closure to families like the Jones family around the world by finding victims underwater that other agencies could not.